Hello. Sorry, no webcam right now because my stream light for some reason just doesn't want to work. So I'm trying to figure that out right now, but until I get that situated, there might be no webcam right now. I have no idea what's going on. It like connects to my computer. I can control like the light from there, and it's just it disconnected for some reason, and now it won't connect back. That's very nice. If I get it fixed, I'll turn the webcam back on, but if I can't, I'm just not in the mood. But we'll see what happens. I'm trying to connect, but it just like sits on the connection screen and like doesn't actually do anything. It just like gets stuck for some reason, so not really sure what's going on. Probably need to play around with it or like just completely reset everything. I've tried resetting the light, but haven't really tried resetting my. That could play part into it. Well, for some reason you just like I add the accessory and it just like sits on this connecting screen and then doesn't actually do anything. It just like gets stuck. So not really sure what's going on. I'm gonna just let it do its thing in the background and see if it fixes itself. In the meantime, we'll just play some Planet Zoo and see how that goes. But yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Very weird. Okay. Let's see. So last time I played, I remember leaving off. I started working on the kind of like more jungle section of the park, the kind of jungle themed. I don't know why all these people are walking. Oh, they're walking to the shops. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do like a little food court right here for the jungle area. Like that'd be fun. Put some bathrooms in, and then yeah, I really want to use like dirt pathway for this this jungle section. I think that's the current plan right now, is to kind of use like dirt pathway. Oh lovely. It's like connection failed. Can't get IP address of the light itself. Does my light have its own IP address? I don't know. Try again. We'll just give it another attempt. Let's try again. I guess I could just play with like my kind of room lights, but it looks horrendous, and so figure it out. But yes, I want to do like dirt pathway for this area because I think it'd be a really fun idea. As you're kind of like walking through dirt pathways in the jungle. And the current plan was to have like the main pathway continue this way, and then have like a side pathway come down this way into like a big exhibit house right here. Maybe have like a habitat in this kind of block. I don't know if I want to do that. It might be like a little too crowded if I have it right here, unless I kind of like block off like certain sides, like it's only visible from like maybe this area down this way. Or I kind of do like multiple viewing points, where there's like one viewing point right here, and then one like right here, and then one. So we'll figure that out. But I want to have like a bigger exhibit, like a tropical exhibit house, almost like an indoor rainforest, and that will have a lot of the like tropical fish. Hello, Indarna. Congratulations on the first. I believe you're at 60 now. Yeah, you're at 60 points, so congratulations. You're over halfway there to 100, which is kind of wild. But congratulations. I'm just kind of going through like some of the ideas I have right now, and kind of plans for the rest of the zoo, and that kind of starts with the like kind of indoor rainforest, like tropical house right here. The new Palia update. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that goes well. Rainforest Cafe. I don't know if I'm gonna put a cafe in it like I did over, like over here. I don't know if it'll have a cafe in it. I'm not sure about that, but I can always just that. I don't know. I think I just want to like, because there's also like food right here. I think I just want to do like a little. Just kind of like focus on animals. Alright, my brain's kind of all fried. It was a joke? Oh, okay. Well, I did. I guess I didn't catch that. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to move. What? I would just spend the last 5 minutes talking about it, but my light's not working right now. For some reason, it's not connecting to my computer where I control the light from. I'm having issues, so I just decided no webcam until I figure out how to fix that. Because I don't want to use my room light because it just looks terrible and it casts like really bad shadows. So I just said no webcam until I get my stream light fixing. But it disconnected for some reason, and I haven't figured out how to reconnect it. It's just like causing issues, so it's off right now. Just game in darkness? No, that would look horrendous. Would not look good. It would cause really weird lighting with the webcam. So maybe if I was like a scary game, I could do that in darkness. Maybe it's like some sort of like scary. Oh, okay, goodbye. Goodbye, nice talking to you. Have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna cover up all this crap or this dirt. You'll listen until I say bye. Okay, well, bye. Goodbye. Gotcha. No, it's just very silly. It's just very silly. Maybe I'll be a VTuber now and never show my face. I'll be the first plunk tuber. Okay. Got that all covered up. Anime girly? I don't know if I want to be an anime girly, especially as like a dude. I feel like that's not a good. No, I'd be like a plunk or something. I'd just make a little plunk guy, like some sort of like a little fur ball. Okay, the grass. Webcam is still not connecting. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna try to connect it again. Okay, I'm trying to think of... Like, I'm a little stuck with the design for these buildings. I feel like they're very plain. I guess it's just kind of a big contrast from like the last buildings I was doing. And this park where they had like windows and trim and colors and a lot more details. So I'm not totally sure like how to decorate these more like tribal looking buildings. I don't really know like what to do about that. So I do kind of like these like fake, you know, panel windows. I think look really good. Maybe I'll try to add a couple more of these in the back side just to fill that in. But I mean, I guess for the most part, like these buildings will just be relatively plain with not a whole lot of like detail or like intricate stuff to them. I think they will just be kind of super, which I don't hate. It's just kind of, like I said, feels weird from kind of swapping from like the other buildings I was doing that were far more detailed. But if I kind of put some windows on them like this, these kind of panel windows, which I really enjoy, I think it'll look fun. Maybe try to find some like other decorations I can kind of put on the walls. I also want to take a look at the prefab buildings again, just to kind of make sure I'm not... Oh, that's different sizes. We'll just do one window. But I just want to make sure like there's another, like no other ideas I can kind of come up with from... Stupid Twitch notifications? Oh, I'm sorry. They're always like so untrustworthy. Yeah, they never work properly. I feel like I always have issues with people like not getting the notification. That's good. Maybe I'll do like one like over on that wall right there. Kind of fill that side in. So empty. I also need to do the trim around the side too. I forgot for that top part. I'll need to fix that. I'm gonna try to reset my light one more time and see if that can fix it. It's so weird because like it shows my light as like an accessory, but I just can't connect. I don't know. I might just need to like restart my computer maybe, and then I'll kind of kick it back into working. I know I've had this happen before one time. I just forget how I fixed it. I think I literally just kind of like reconnected it and it worked. Why it's not doing this? Okay, there's a trim around that. Okay, yeah, I think this building's done for the most part. But let me check all the blueprints real quick for those kind of prefab South American stuff. I just want to see if there's any like additional like ideas or designs I can kind of do. Because like the walls look pretty plain for a lot of these buildings. Like it's just kind of a lot of like open, I guess I shouldn't say open, but like this just kind of like blank walls with no real decorations on them. I do like the kind of bamboo trim. It's very nice. This one kind of has like different bamboo panels around it. Got some kind of plants growing. Yeah, it's like it's just relatively plain. Except from like this one with those like panels. The bamboo trim again, some kind of like rope things. What does this light say? No, it's still not. That one's just got the same kind of design. Yeah, I mean they're all just kind of like plain. Some of them do have like the window decals, which I like. Are they coloring this bamboo? Oh yeah, I guess you can do like the painted bamboo and change colors for it. Okay, I do like these kind of Planet Zoo signs, like leaf forms. Maybe I'll try to incorporate that into like a building. Not really sure though. I've got some like vines growing on it. This one's like on stilts. It has like a bench there. Is that like an actual bench? I know it's like a custom made bench. Oh, weird. I've never seen this before. I kind of like that though. I guess guests can't actually like access that at all. It's still really cool though. This kind of like custom made bench. It like looks really good actually. Oops. Yeah, I think that's kind of it for like the bamboo style building. So, I mean, this isn't bad. I think this looks good. I think like the kind of patterns on. I think if I add some fun stuff for the middle section right there, I think it'll be good. So it's not terrible. It's just, I don't know. Just seeing kind of blank walls like this bug me, especially like I said after doing like such intricate buildings like over here. I just like it just looks so plain and boring, and I don't know. It's not very fun. This looks very shed-like. I know it's like a bathroom, but I tried to model it after like this building. Some kind of has a trim around it though for the bamboo. I don't know if I want to do a trim though for this building. I guess it would look nice though, and kind of help like frame everything. Bamboo. It'd be too hard to do. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Can add some more color to it. Helps break up like just that yellow color that most of these construction pieces are, so I think we'll stick with that. Just make sure it kind of like lines up properly. Copy that. Let's see if I can just copy this over to the other side. Have it look good. Yeah, I probably need to move some pieces here and there. We'll kind of turn just a little bit. Super even. That should be good. It can stick out a tad bit. I think that kind of makes it more noticeable. It kind of sticks out. It's like a little weird in this corner that it doesn't like totally connect. I can't really get this one. That straight? There it is. Let's see here. Kind of hard to see with the grass kind of covers up this bamboo piece. Not too bad. Okay, I think that should be good. Again, like it looks a little weird in that corner. It's not totally like lined up. I guess I can try to fix that. Move it in a little bit. I got space. That's looking a little better. I guess this one's fine. Maybe I can move in this pillar. Yeah, I don't know how much that actually really did to the building. I guess I still need to do like this front side. But it's kind of hard with these doors right there. I'm not really sure how much this actually did to like the overall aesthetic of the building, but I think it kind of adds in some more color. It like matches the doors, which is nice as well. And yeah, kind of breaks up like how flat and boring the walls are. At least I think it does. And maybe I can kind of grab some of those like leaf tiles. This is a lot to pick from actually. There's these new kind of Fiesta paper. These which are very small though. What is this? Energy mossy stone trim leaf. That's kind of pretty. Philodendron. There's these kind of like South America one. I guess would fit this area. Oh yeah, it's all of these like the South America. What if I could maybe do some sort of like design? That's really pretty too. Leaf fan palm, elephant ear. Okay, what if I kind of did like some sort of fun design? Like centered. Yeah. I'm not really sure how this would look. That's not. Yeah, I don't like that. Looks really weird. I want to try to do like 3 leaves like together. Not sure how to like layer them to make them look nice, or have like 1 leaf like this, then 2 kind of sticking out. I guess if I just maybe grab this piece, duplicate it at like an angle, or do like 45 degrees. Problem is I want it to like start like in the, right there, but it's not gonna be very well hidden behind it though. It's also like not very noticeable. It's kind of a lot of green on like green. Yeah, I don't like that. What was the other buildings have? What did they have for like flower design? Or like plant leaf? I'm trying to remember like which one had them. I like how this building just has like 1 tree growing out of it. Like it's very just like very silly. It's a very plain building and there's like 1 tree just growing through like the roof. It's very silly. Okay, so they have like a collection of like the frog, the leaves, these kind of like vine things. So it's kind of like a very random, I guess not very random. They just kind of throw them all together. Have anything. I do kind of like the frog. Maybe fun to have that like behind a leaf. I love these. I can do some better, like better shapes. The problem is just like these ones are very small, which is my only issue. These leaves are super big. I mean, I guess these ones are big, but like that one's relatively small. That one's kind of small. All these ones are so. I mean, I could just like throw one of these, which honestly are very pretty. I do like that. That was something different. Let's add like the frog. And then just kind of do like what they did where of like add just some kind of random beef. I don't know. That look good. Hello. I mean, I could do like a full leaf like that. I don't know. I'm kind of like regretting. I'm kind of not liking this. You know what? Let's just go with one of like the plain tapestries and just call it. I know it's very lazy, but it's kind of where my head's at right now. Is just like throw one of these on and call it good. And then maybe add some of the like, what's it? The bathroom signs, restroom. What is that? Oh, it's the crescent moon. What are the signs called? Like the bathroom signs. Probably like something weird. Information signs, not what I... Oh, it's literally called toilets. Oh, okay. Toilet sign small, toilet sign... That's way too big. Unless I kind of had it like angled downwards like that. It's kind of silly though. Yeah, where should I kind of put these? Do I have them like right there? I guess there's something kind of supporting it though. It's kind of just floating against the thatch roof. I mean, I could just like throw a giant sign like in the middle. I don't know that I love that though. It's a little too big and aggressive. I'll obviously change the color of the sign. I just want to try to figure out placement right. Also like these ones, which is again, I mean, it could work in the center like that. I don't hate that. It's just trying to find some way to like support it so it's not, it looks like it's just floating is a little tricky. And there isn't really enough room for me to place it. I guess I could place it like right here. Maybe like have it look like it's hanging down from. It's not too bad. It just kind of looks like it's floating again. Yeah, because that's just kind of like just connected to that wooden beam, the doorway. My other thought is like putting it to the side, like right here, actually near the door, to kind of fill in more of that wall. That's not too bad, I don't think. Not amazing, but it's not bad either. I don't know. I'm not loving that. I mean, I like this. I just need to find some way to have it like supported. Like try to find some way to connect it into the building. I mean, I could just add like a little piece of metal right there. Like a metal, what is it, the beams? Like this one? I could just add this like sticking out of it. That backside. Like that almost. Which is a little funky looking, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's, I'm not saying it looks great, but it does look functional. It does look like it actually could, you know, work. I can just grab these pieces. Now I'm gonna get the color. Background color. I want to do like some kind of green pastels, maybe. Maybe like a light green color and then like a green person. Looks very sickly though. Like, I don't love that mixture of green. I like maybe that green and then do just black. Ooh, that's too like aggressive with that. Either. I could do dark green and green. What goes good with green? Should I just do like white maybe? Or like a kind of more tannish, or not tannish color, but more gray color? That doesn't look terrible. That kind of lighter green with the white. That doesn't look terrible. I like how it's kind of angled downwards too. Okay. I think that could work for a bathroom. Maybe we'll go with that. It definitely looks like a bathroom. I mean, it looks very bathroom-like. With these kind of fake windows on it. Very silly. Okay, so we have the bathroom done. I have the kind of little entryway done with like an information booth and a gift shop. That's finished. Oh, I don't know if this was like last night, but I had like the craziest, I wouldn't say craziest, but I had like this idea where it's like, oh, I was missing something for this section. And I can't remember what it was. There was like some idea I had where it's like, oh, that'd be perfect to add to like this section. Because it's missing that, and I just, for the life of me, I cannot remember like what it was now. It seemed really important, but now I just like forgotten it. Remember now. It was like something I need to build over here. Just, I can't think of it now. That's unfortunate. Maybe it'll come to me as I'm building over here. Yeah, so we have like the food vendors. Bathrooms, information booth, gift shop, that's all done. And I guess I can throw in some benches and then maybe add the habitat. And I've kind of realized with benches, I don't have enough room for all of that. Or like, would I just like kind of throw them all in this corner right here? Because we're gonna have pathway. Let me kind of designate out the pathways real quick too, so I just know where those are. So I'm kind of getting an idea because I'll have like a pathway, like kind of continue on from like this right there, and it's gonna be more of the like natural pathways because it's gonna have the kind of built-in fence. But I do want railings on ground path, and I wanted the the kind of metal and log one. I believe that was the fence that I decided on. That kind of seems like it would fit in for like a little jungle area. That does mean I need to fix the... Which might be a little tricky because it's... I guess I can try to move this just ever so slightly so it's a little more centered. Like in between these... There we go. It's a little better. So it's not gonna be exactly lined up with this, but at least those kind of fence posts will line up. It's good. Yeah, so I'll have the pathway continue on this way. Kind of fill in dirt to mark that. And then I'll also have a pathway coming from like this open section right here. If I can maybe do that. It's a little weird because this pathway kind of like curves in like that. I don't love, but it's because this game is weird. Look at me. I can't put pathway right there for some reason. I think I just might have just made everything worse. I mean, I guess that's fine. I feel like more kind of centered between want... Oops, I didn't want shorter pathways. I didn't want skinnier pathways, I wanted short. Doesn't kind of like mark where that's located. Look a little weird. These aren't going to exactly line up. A little frustrating. I could try to replace it. It's kind of like curved. And like the pathway, because this kind of does a weird funky shape, it kind of is going to cause the pathway to curve a little bit. So I'm not really sure how to fix this section without just breaking everything again. Because every time I try to break the pathway, it just kind of causes like bigger sections to break. Not really sure I can fix it. Because for some reason that's obstructed right there. I can't put a pathway in this little spot. Is it because I have like these vendors? Maybe remove these real quick and then add them back in. And see if that's kind of influencing the pathway. Yeah, it was. Okay. I should be able to move these back in, right? Okay. Yeah, sometimes you gotta move some stuff around and kind of do things in a different order, and it'll kind of work out in the end. However, I did delete that one pathway that was connected to this. So that should be good. Now I need to connect these pathways. But it should be easier to kind of get like something right here that's kind of more centered and straight. Although I'm not sure if it's going to be perfect. Because I guess this fencing is like a little out. Yeah, so my concern is they won't connect again. But I could always just move these in. I could just like turn them ever so slightly. Like that. That works, that's good. Okay. Cool. Again, not perfect, but about as good as I'm going to get it without causing too much struggle and pain. I don't really feel like in the mood for it today. I do, however, need to connect to these paths. It shouldn't be too hard. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Oh. Okay. What's next? So yeah, benches are kind of the next thing on my mind right now. I'm just trying to figure out a good space for them, because I could just throw like a couple rows of benches right here, but I think it might be a little too like, I'm not gonna say claustrophobic, but a little too like crammed in this corner, which I don't really want. So let me first try to find the bench I want to use, and then I can kind of see how it fits in this area. I mean, I guess the benches like are relatively small. Like they're not as big as I kind of think. Is there a South America bench? Asian Conservation, New World. We have 4 New World benches. I don't know if there's any like South America benches. Rustics on like the hay bale. Oh, there we go, South America. Oh, it's a little too like, I don't know, it's a little too like decorated. I feel like sometimes when it's like overly decorated like that, it becomes a little too cheesy. And I kind of just like more plain things. It is a very fun bench, but I kind of wanted more like maybe bamboo table, like that style, not just like a whole kind of wooden design to it. Like this is good. Like this bench is good because it's like it's still very plain, but it has like a little bit of detail to it, which makes it like just seem very nice and pleasant. It's like a little too aggressive for me. I do like these benches, however. These ones could work. In this area, maybe color them if possible. To kind of match the more like pastel colors I'm using. Do like kind of get some more like forest colors. Like a little too bright. I don't love these like green colors. I need to try to find some better ones. I kind of struggle finding color code. I mean, I don't hate that. I could make my own like custom bamboo benches, but I'm not sure if that would really look good having like bamboo benches the guests actually can't really use. Whoops, that was weird. My light thing popped up again. I thought it was working, but no, it's just yelling at me again, saying it can't connect. Oh, joy. I don't know if I love these colors. Let's throw a couple rows of these in. I mean, I guess this kind of fits nicely over here. Like, it's not... It is not too crowded. I didn't realize, like, how big this plaza is in comparison to the benches themselves. The benches look relatively small, like, in comparison to everything else. Why is this yelling at me? Stop. I feel like good. Let's see. Should we just have, like, 8 benches like that? I think that should be good. I do want to do some covered sections. Like, that's nice. Like, that's not overly designed. I think just like the lion's face, or the tiger's face, or the leopard. Whatever this thing is, it's just like a little too much for me. I don't know why I get vibes of like Peru from like this style. Like, does Peru have that style of like umbrellas or architecture? I don't know why like, I kind of get that. Like, maybe it's the colors kind of doing it for me. I don't use that one or this one. I'll lean more towards this one. I have used this umbrella in the past and it's always been very nice. Like, looks really good. Also kind of the more like plain style, which I don't think really go with this area. I mean, I could do like thatch umbrellas, like make my own custom thatch umbrella, which might actually be better. Let's see. Wood beam. I might use like, how tall is this? Maybe like a good height. Kind of like put like a piece of wood in the middle right there, and then look for the like thatch roof pieces. Like this one. That one's a little too big. That one's way too big. Okay. Is there a smaller one that's not so crazy? That's even bigger. That could be decent, but still very big. That one's like too small now. It's gotta be like a more modest size one, right? That's not like crazy. That's way too small. Is there no kind of like more? That's too... doesn't fit. Way too big. Way too big. And also, I guess like a lot of these don't really fit on top that well either. This would be such a good idea, but I can't find a good enough piece for it that would like properly fit. You know what I could do instead, actually? I could just make my own like bamboo kind of shelter. Hold on, I have an idea. What if I kind of do like my own custom like bamboo shelter, right? And that would, I mean, that would work as like a, you know, a bamboo cover. And kind of get that bamboo look mixed in with this area. All right, I have an idea. I'm looking for bamboo. We grab like half wall piece. Kind of build the frame around. I might delete some of these and do like my own kind of custom bamboo wall. And then just have this kind of like built into it. And I'll move all these benches, they kind of fit underneath. Let's place that. I will have to kind of tilt this to the plate. Also like a little too big, but that's fine. I can always... I don't know. I can always move this in. But then the roof will cause problems, so... I'm not sure how to fix that gap right there. I can also just delete all these right now, just so I can get them. A little distracting. I'll keep one so I know the colors. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just do... I'm gonna try to close that gap. Move one of these in here so I can kind of gauge the size of the roof, like the height on that. I don't want to put it too low, but I do want to have like a more narrow roof. I don't know if that's like too... No, it gives like some enough room. Yeah. And this kind of looks good, like, opposite of the bathrooms. It's kind of, like, different, like, roof styles. Yeah, the question is, how do I have this line up? I was thinking if I could just, like, maybe duplicate this piece, move it just, like, right there. But the problem is now, like, trying to get these, like, thatch pieces to line up properly. Might be a little tricky. Unless I can kind of move them down a little bit. It lines up. Might look a little weird having kind of that weird like texture right there. So I kind of had it like split just a tad. That's not too bad. As long as it's not like flickering back and forth, I don't mind having like an overlap like that. I guess just as long as it doesn't flicker back and forth like what this wall's doing. Why are you doing that? Only when I zoom out. How do I fix you? Did that fix you? Are you fixed now? Oh, you're good. Perfect. Yeah, you can't really tell there's two wall pieces right there. I think it kind of blends in nicely. All right, and then I'll go and add like bamboo for like the pillars and the supports for this. Yeah, and I think it'll be like a nice little eating area. I think it'll look good. Oh, I can't get that to okay, I'll just freehand place it. It just kind of sucks that like this like movement isn't online with the building itself, so it's gonna be like a little annoying to try to get these. I think I'm just gonna do like little posts like that. Try to get them spaced out even. Might be a little tricky though. I'll do like 3 kind of lines in the middle and 2. Then what if I just, can I duplicate these for the other side? Would that work? Is that going to cause a problem? Yeah, you can see as it gets still a little tilted. It's okay, I can move this into place. Or actually, that did kind of work. That didn't look that bad. I do think I want to add like middle section, like middle support beams. Which my concern is it might make it a little too crowded inside of here. If I just do like 1, maybe that's not too bad. Does that look like it can kind of support this entire like structure? Well, does it seem like realistic? Like the physics are actually properly like in place. Yeah, I think that's nice. And I could do like 2 sets of benches, maybe, like in here. Maybe move these back ones back. Like plenty of space to walk around, plenty of space for like trash can, plenty of space to eat. And I think 8 benches should be more than enough. I hardly ever see people use like the benches in this game. I feel like they are neglected pretty often. That should be enough. Again, it's kind of like balancing like what's actually efficient and like worth it in this game versus like what just looks nice and is visually appealing. And I tend to kind of just stick with like what looks nice nowadays. I just want stuff to like look kind of realistic too. Like, oh, that actually looks like it's being supported, or it's like the physics of this building makes sense. It's not just like some crazy design that doesn't have any like, you know, form to it. I want to do stuff that looks. Should I do like a... I guess if I take a middle beam, then... like a great place for people to smack their head. I guess it's not very tall, though. It's not terribly... What is a person compared to for, like, a half wall? Okay, half wall's, like, much taller. By a little bit. It was like all these people, too. Like, anybody's taller than that. Okay, yeah, then they shouldn't be walking through that beam right there. I think I might keep this then. Shouldn't cause any hindrance. That's kind of nice too, just kind of add some more supports for the structure itself. Okay, now next question is trash can. What do I want to do? There probably is like a... Yeah, South American trash can is again like very colorful and painted. I don't know if I love that. I guess like North African bin looks really nice too. Australia bin looks really good. Might go with this one. looking nice. Like that. Can I change the color of these at all? I can. Perfect. I can only click on one at a time. I can't multi-grab a trash can. Oh, it's just the thing in the middle. What should I do? I'm leaning towards like a pink, maybe? I do like the orange though. Maybe I'll just kind of leave it like it was. The orange does fit, and it kind of matches the benches as well. Okay. I'm gonna go take a quick break. We can watch the capybara while I'm gone. See how they're doing, because I haven't really seen much of them yet. Is one swimming? We'll watch the capybara. Okay, I'm gonna take a couple minute break. I'll be right back.
Nom nom.
Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's see here. So I think of like what else I need to add to the kind of food court area. I've got benches. There's like plenty of kind of open walking around space. I think the next big thing I also want to do is like kind of fill in these sides with um, like plants and trees to kind of cover up this open area. Like almost just kind of surround this entire thing with like jungle. I feel like it'd be really nice to kind of make this feel more like you're actually walking through a jungle. I'm trying to... But in terms of like the actual kind of square itself, add like, I guess I'll kind of keep this open if it's going to be... I don't want to put plants and hide the little band right there, so I might just kind of keep that open. There won't be any pathway right there, but it'll just look open. Actually, though, I think it kind of looked nice, like, having something right there. What if I just do, like, a big, like, jungle tree right here? Like, kind of found some sort of, like, Central American, like, jungle tree and just kind of threw it in that center right there? It'd be really nice. Let's see, tropical. I guess like Brazilian nut tree always works. That could be like a fun idea. Although they're very tall, I could always shrink it down. It's like a really big tree. Who doesn't love a really big tree? Trees are awesome. So cool. Especially when they're big. Very silly thing to say. I'm going crazy. Alright, let's get back on track. What should I do? The tamarind trees look very nice as well. And have like a good jungle feel. And they also have like some fun colors on them as well. A little too big. I don't want to like cover up the bathroom at all. That one didn't really fit. This one could be nice. It's kind of like barely goes over. I kind of get more like African vibes from this tree. Because it looks very much like the umbrella trees. I feel like... Oh. That seems kind of jungle-like, I suppose. That just seems more like umbrella trees. Spangler figs are always very nice. These are classic, but doesn't look good for that section. Yeah, I might just go with like the Brazilian nut tree. I feel like it's always like a good choice. Unless I want to do like a giant kapok tree, I think with it. That wouldn't really fit. And they're also just like, they're so tall. I mean, look at that compared to like the rest of my park. Like the tallest thing here. A great jungle tree, but very tall. Yeah, I think I'll just go with maybe one of these and just get a little bit. Just like that. And then fill in that box with like, I don't know, maybe some bushes. Like the custard apple. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. It doesn't really cover up that kind of tapestry that much, so it's still visible. It is kind of hidden, but I think it's good. I almost kind of want to add some more trees. Like maybe even do like a row of trees like right here. That'd be crazy to do like 2 trees right there to kind of like fence that in, like offer some more shade. I kind of like that. I think they'll blend nicely, like once I kind of add like trees all around this, it kind of like meshes together the like forest jungle side of things with the more open. Although I will say like it might look good just having like a jungle clearing and having this like totally clear, so I might hold off on that until I get a better idea of like what I want to do. Yeah. All right. Well, I think the next plan then, or the next project is, I want to do the exhibit house next. and start working on the kind of next like jungle exhibit house. And I think I want to make this like kind of temple theme. Because there is like a lot of temple stone. More specifically, the like South American temple stone. I think it'd be really cool if the rainforest house was these kind of like, you know, stone blocks, like this sort of walling. I think that'd be really cool and kind of feed into the like jungle look nicely. But the thing is, I need to kind of determine like how I want to like lay this out. So like, first off, what animals I want to have in it, and second off, how I want this to lay out. And I'm thinking like, instead of having like a very just big building like this, where it's you kind of like walk in and it's very open. This feels very like museum to me. Like you kind of walk in, there's open floors, there's arcs on the wall, there's no like clear order of where to go. You can kind of just like do things in whatever order you want. I feel like for this building, I want to do more like a set pathway. Like you're kind of walking through temple ruins and you just kind of have like a straight pathway that leads through all the exhibits and habitats, and it kind of has like a clear exit. So kind of like enter in, maybe do like a switch back and forth shape. It's kind of like more square, but it still has like set pathways. And then like good. So I kind of have like a rough idea in my head. I'm like trying to formulate a shape for it. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to use to kind of mark where this will go. I think I might use like, so it'll be 2 pathway wide. But hold on, let me see what animals I want to put in first, so I kind of know like how to set the exhibits themselves. Let me get my notepad so I can kind of write. So 110% no for the giant centipede because I hate those. Let me just kind of start with like South America stuff first, and maybe North America. So definitely boa constrictor. Add that to the list. Boa constrictor. I want both spiders. So the pink tarantula and then the wandering spider. Same with the Goliath bird eater. This will be pretty much like all the jungle animals will be, like all the jungle like exhibits will be in here. I want the frogs, so we'll do the golden frog. The was it layman's? Layman? And the red-eyed. Was there one more? Oh no, it's the golden layman. Okay. I'm also gonna kind of like try to order these so I keep them together. So it's like the spider section, the snake section. I want them to kind of be grouped up by like certain types, so it all kind of makes sense. So we'll do like the spiders together. Maybe I'll do like the tarantulas together, and then like the 2 other spiders could be together. Like the pink tarantula and the red me could be together. The wandering and Goliath can be like close to each other. All the frogs will be close to each other. The green iguana and lesser Antillean iguana. Will go together. And then I guess next is Titan beetle, which I've never done this beetle before. So we'll go Titan beetle. Forgot how to spell beetle for a second. And then the yellow anaconda, which will go with the boa constrictor. Okay. So that's all of the North American and South America, like tropical stuff. Now, do I want to open it to other like regions just to kind of fill in? Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 habitats. Or 12 exhibits, I should say. That is quite a lot. I guess the other options would be Eastern blue-tongued lizard, which I think I already have that. The giant forest scorpion, which could go with the titan beetle. I do want to have the leaf insect, the Goliath beetle would be really fun as well. And most kind of like pretend these are like South American beetles. I don't care too much for the land snail. It's whatever, but maybe the scorpion's kind of boring. I don't know if I kind of already have scorpions like over in the desert place, but the leaf insect would be really nice. There's got to be a leafed insect in South America, right? Yeah. Yeah, South American leaf insects. There's like they're everywhere, right? Kind of all jungle areas. So yeah, we're kind of using like animals in different regions as like stand-in pretty much. So I'll do the leaf insect. Um, want that Goliath beetle, and then do we do the land snail or do I just go with the forest scorpion? Do we do the land snail? Are there snails in South America? Are there snails in South? I mean, there has to be, right? But is there like cool snails? There's a lot of cool snails. Yeah, snails, both land and freshwater snails are found across the continent. Yeah, giant south. Wow, I cannot pronounce words. You know. Yes, the giant South American snail. There we go. We'll say this is the giant South American snail. We'll use this as a stand-in. Looks like it's similar size as well, so let's do it. Let's have a snail. Snails are very weird. I don't know if I like them, but keeps on. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That'll be 15 exhibits in one location. 15 exhibits in one spot. Now, let's take a look at like animals. Because do I want to have like any animals in this kind of rainforest house? Like any smaller animals. There's one that kind of comes to mind, which is um, the spectacled caiman, I believe it was. No, not this one. What was the smaller? Yeah, the dwarf caiman. Because they pretty much take up like no space at all. Like 2,000 square feet for two of them, plus the 1,000 water requirement. So it's like no space at all. So I could do them. I was thinking the 9-banded armadillo as well, but they're kind of more like desert-like, I feel like. It doesn't really seem like a good jungle animal. Let's go the dwarf caiman for sure. Is there any other like tiny kind of like smaller habitats that would work? Chicken? I could put chickens. No, I'm not gonna do chicken. What about like any other regions? Aardvarks? Water monitors are still kind of... That's kind of a lot of space. I only something kind of like around like 2,000 square feet as a requirement. Like that's what I'm kind of go for is like 2,000 square feet. Those kind of like micro habitats. I think it might just be the dwarf caiman. Now monitors are still pretty big. Oh, giraffes are considered jungle or tropical. Okay, we'll go with that. That's fine. I mean, this is so many animals. This is more than enough. Um, it's gonna be very tricky to like plan this all out and make sure everything fits properly. Um, definitely gonna be a bit of a challenge. So I think let's kind of grab the like animal exhibits and use these to kind of mark out. Or actually, I might use like a different construction piece. Like I'll use like the temple brick walls to kind of mark out where I like want to place the exhibit. So let's do that. Okay, so here's the entryway right here. And then you'll first kind of take the pathway to the left. And then kind of like along these walls, I'm just thinking of having like, you know, exhibits. And maybe have like little kind of open sections where it's like pockets of like rainforest, like indoor and terrarium style like rainforests. But let's do right here as like the first few ones. So we'll give like 3 spaces for the entrance. I'll do like 1, 2. This can be like the both boa constrictors. And then right here, 1, 2, 3 could be like the frogs, maybe. So kind of like the more like reptiles and amphibians like up front. And then like insects can be in the back. I'll put the spiders like in their own little area. I think it'd be fun to kind of give them like their own separate room. And if anybody's scared of spiders, they can just not go into that part. But I'll do that. And then this area right here will be kind of all like little pockets of just like, just like nice like jungle. Just like to kind of, you know, offer some like fun, like little nature scenes like along those walls. And I can always put like glass and like lights, kind of cover that, which I think would be nice. Okay. Let's see here. Now, we had the boa constrictors, we had the anaconda, we had the frogs. The next I want to do probably the iguanas will go next. We'll go 1 space like that, and then kind of curve this. Maybe on this corner habitat I can have it like where it's so you can see both from like both sides of it. Because most of these will just be like you can only look at them from one side. So I'll just kind of have like windows into the like the exhibits like along these walls. And it's just like only one side. But I think this one, for example, because on the corner, I could have both sides shown, which I think would be nice. So I'll do that. Then right here will be both iguanas. Maybe like put them right there. And then have like little nature scenes like on either side of it. Be nice. And then continue this. I'm thinking the dwarf caiman will go like right here, like in this section. So we have those done. Next is the spiders. So we'll have 4 spiders. And yeah, like I said, I want to do like a little kind of like spider room. Like maybe right here, for example. And just have it so... How would I organize this? How would I do like 4 different exhibits? Like right. How would I kind of... I could do, because I could just do like all 4 of them on one wall, which I don't know if I really like that. Okay, I mean that could work. Just have like 4 of them like that. Although I don't love that. though. What if I do like maybe 2 of them right there, then like 1 right there, and then 1 like right there. Like a little more mixed up. No, I guess like all of them on the walls will be. It's like all 4 of them all like one side. And I'll just kind of like fill in. That shouldn't be like too claustrophobic. To kind of give enough room. So I'll have like a little side spider room right there. And then continue the pathway. And the question is, how much room is in this area right here? So if I wanted to put the dwarf caiman like in this kind of indoor section, how much room do I have to do that? What do we got for this side? So that is 9. That is more than enough space. Probably almost like a little too much, actually. I can go like this, maybe. Because I'm make sure I have enough room for like babies and then also like water. What is it? Really only 2 of them? Yeah, it's only 2. Usually live alone or in male-female pairs and occasionally found in small groups. They can be aggressive towards each other if they're in competition for space, mates, or food. Okay, so it does have like, or in male-female pairs. So they do pair up, but it's literally just like 3,000 square feet in total. Okay, so what if we did this? What if we kind of, I mean, do I want to go like, put it pathway right there and just do like this small area? Like just have it be. That might not really give me enough room, to be honest. Because I also want to have this like sunken in the ground, so maybe you're kind of like looking out over the dwarf caiman. But I think this might be like, I don't know. I mean, it's still 4,600 square feet. That's still quite a bit. I mean, if I wanted to, I could go like 1 more out, but yeah, I mean, I think that should be enough space. Well, I don't know. I'm a little scared because I feel like there have been times when I've like said it's enough space, but it's not. So what I might do is I might just push it out like 1 more tile. So I might grab all of this and just move this over 1. Give them like a little more space because once I add rocks and decorations and water and all that crazy stuff, like it's gonna take up space, so it's gonna leave them with less room. I should kind of play more on the safe side. I think just giving them like a little extra like that could be enough to kind of do some more fun stuff with the habitat. Like I kind of duplicate. Okay, this is a very weird shaped building, but I kind of like it. I'm digging it. So. Oh, I didn't even think about one thing where it's like I want to have the pathway lead out around here, but I can always extend it out this way and have it like loop back, like have the exit be over on this. Then walk around this way. Just do extend this a little bit. like that, and that should be a little more, just enough to kind of give me some extra space to work. 6,000 free. That's kind of double what they actually need. So. All right. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have the pathway kind of continue out this way. I don't think of how I want this. I could have it just like go like that. But I also need to keep in mind like how much how much the staff's gonna be, or not the staff, but how much the guests are gonna be like walking around to get out of here. So I could either like continue the pathway this way, like somewhere right here, and just have it loop that way, or I can continue it from here. I can go like right there or something. Hey, Origin, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome on. Good, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. This is for the kind of tropical, like jungle exhibit house. So I'm kind of laying out the groundwork right now and trying to figure out where I want to place stuff. But yeah, this will be for like a whole list. I think I have like 15 different exhibits and then one like animal, which will go into this kind of like other exhibit house. I'm just trying to like map out how I want this to look and where I want all the flooring and all that good stuff. So I have boa constrictor, yellow anaconda, golden frog, Lehman's frog, red-eyed frog, green iguana, lesser Antillean iguana, a pink tarantula, red neon tarantula, wandering spider, Goliath bird eater, Titan beetle, Goliath beetle, leaf insect, land snail, and then the dwarf caiman. It's pretty much like all of the like tropical animals so far. Yeah, it'll be like a pretty jam-packed house. I've gotten all of them in, so I still need to do the leaf insect, the land snail, the dwarf caiman, which is this right there, and then the Titan beetle and Goliath beetle. Because I'm just trying to like map out how I want to like organize this structure and where I want to place stuff. Because yeah, I still need 1, 2, 3, 4 more four more exhibits. I could just do like all 4 of them like along this wall. Yeah, because I want to do like benches right here might be nice. To kind of fill in like this backside. So I guess like all 4 of those can go like right here. Maybe I can have like some kind of fun, like more planted sections like right here. So just for kind of reference, so everybody knows, the pathways, like there's pathways, like this is where I'm going to place like the pathways. These kind of orange walls are marking where I'm going to do exhibits. Like each wall is one exhibit. These kind of like opened wall sections are where I'm going to do like kind of planted areas. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm using to map out this this area. Two more right there. Maybe have like another kind of like planted section here. And that should be good. This is a very big structure. I don't know how it would compare to like this building, but I think it might be the biggest structure in the park. And it's going to be all kind of like the temple, like stone temple style. That's what I'm kind of planning for right now. It's kind of like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then one exhibit or habitat. I always like mix up like exhibit and habitat. I just kind of like use those like interchangeably. What if I also did like a kind of like an open like little planted section right here to kind of divide like these two sections. I've made all of this plants. That could be like a nice way to like divide this without adding too much wall. It's gonna make a lot of material, so I want to make sure I'm kind of adding sections that break up that kind of boring look of this temple wall. This will be kind of the entrance right. And we'll go like a little bigger one. There's the entrance, like right there. I might need to kind of move that into place, but and I'll do like a little kind of like side staff area, which is where the staff will go to kind of access the like exhibit right here or habitat. Again, like I just keep on calling them wrong. This is how they get into the dwarf caiman habitat. Be blocked off and kind of have like some weird shapes right there, so it's all just so flat. I guess I need to fill in like all of that too. I don't know what I'll do for the habitat yet, like what style walls I want to do for that, so I'm just gonna kind of place in this stone, but I might do like plaster and kind of do like a fake looking wall in a way, if that makes sense. Or kind of like not fake looking wall, but like fake terrain or like fake sky. This will be like the little spider room. I guess I can just have that. An empty space. Cool. Okay. This is gonna be a very big, crazy structure. But I think making it out of like the temple kind of style will like make the craziness of the shape look a little bit more appealing and kind of make sense. I think if I try to make this shape with like a normal style building, it would just look a little too weird, but the fact that this can be kind of more temple will be good. I'm gonna place down some reference too to kind of see. These all kind of have like relatively flat like roofs. So I think this will probably have like a flat roof too, like almost like that style, but I could also add like some taller structures like on top of it. Like I could place this like on top of the entire structure itself and just have this here. I don't know if I want to go like 2 floors or 1 floor yet. Kind of one thing that I haven't really decided yet. I guess some of these do kind of have like additional rooms and like kind of structures on top of the flat roofs, but it could be relatively flat and I'll just kind of place like some sort of building like on top, like maybe use this. Yeah, I'm just not sure if I want to go like 2 floors or like 1 floor. Like if I kind of place something like this, like right there. Looking good? Or is that like too... kind of put in like a fake wall real quick, just like a fake floor. I kind of want to do like glass for these. Yeah, I think it needs to be 2 floors. I think it does. That'll kind of give me like some bigger ceilings, and I get more space for the caiman habitat. Especially if I want to do like kind of fake jungle sections for like these parts. I think having like 2-story walls would be. I'm just gonna kind of place that, and then I think I might go in and do like the exhibits and the habitat first, just to kind of get those done and out of the way, and then I'll do the roof, because I've had some issues where sometimes I'll do the roof first, and then it's such a nightmare to like work underneath the roof in this game. So I'm gonna kind of build the inside and then work up to the I also might try to find a different like floor, because I think it's like a lot of stone brick. I want to try to find another type of floor to use. There's gotta be some other kind of like ruined style temple flooring. This is kind of like brick. Can I change the color of this? I could kind of do like a darker floor like that. Maybe do like no, that wasn't like that flooring could be. But I think the bricks look a little too out of place though. I don't know. I'll play around with it next after I kind of set this wall up. I think I might remove that so it's just kind of a flat one. Originally I had the idea of just making that like an exhibit where you can view from 2 different sides, but we'll see. Why is that higher up? Because I placed all these in. Oh, all of this is messed up. No, oh no, I think I placed all these too low. How'd that happen? Yeah, all of this is messed up. That one's good. Was it just this front section? These are good over here. Okay, it must have been just this front section. That's a mess. That's not too bad. I can fix that. No. Something's not right. These are not. Oh, these ones down here are not right. What the heck is going on with this whole building? How did I mess this up? There we go. Okay. That should be good now. That should be good. Continue over here. That's looking good. You know what I might do? Might be a fun idea. For like these sections where there's like plants growing, like maybe almost have like the walls look like they've kind of fallen down, or like have open sections in the walls. Not like super big, just like maybe little windows here and there. But it'd be like a fun idea to kind of show and kind of give some plants some light and show like how they're growing is because the wall like crumbled and there's like light kind of coming through. Like a fun little idea. I was thinking of doing like glass as well, which might look a little out of place. I'm not totally sure yet, but it'd be fun. Yeah, like tall points sticking out, like it kind of seems more overgrown. I think that would play nicely into like the whole like kind of overgrown temple that I'm trying to go for. I can kind of have like the plants are coming from like outside and then like growing in. I might need to change some of these walls. Some of them are like on the inside of the grids and sometimes, or some of them on the outside. So I'm trying to like fix as much as I can, but I have like a little weird. Like that, for example, this one's on the like outside. This one's kind of like hidden, so I don't. It's a little weird. Okay, that's the two walls. So there's the whole building in its entirety. I want to kind of have it like curved like that. I guess that's fine. Instead of having it like straight on. I can always move it later, but I might as well just try to find the spot now before I like start building the habitats and exhibits. I might move it actually like this way a little bit. And I'll place it like that. They're kind of going this way for the entrance. Then I'll kind of give me more room like on this side without having this like stick too far out. I can kind of help fill in like this space a bit better. Not as much room to kind of fill in. And I can always add like a separate pathway, like leading this way that links in. So like, if you didn't want to go through the exhibit house, you can just like walk around this way and then meet anybody who went through like over on this. Because I feel like in the zoos that I've been to, they always have like alternative pathways where it's like, if you don't want to go through the exhibit house or through this building, you can kind of take a pathway on the outside, walk through it, and then there's like benches to sit on and like wait for whoever like went through. So I think that'd be a good idea. Is there an easy way to move this? I'm just going to delete it actually. Just redo it. I think I'll place the exhibits first and then like start working on the habitat. I don't know if I'll get to it all today. Might be a shorter stream today. But if not today, then definitely make some good progress tomorrow. Probably go for like another 45 minutes or so. Okay, it's looking good. There. I do need to do pathway at some point. But I might wait on that. We'll do the pathway afterwards. I'm kind of dreading pathways, so. Yeah, parts for another time. A gap right there. Wait, so is it really... I guess it's 2 and 3. And this one's on the corner. Do I want that on the corner? I'm kind of second guessing that. I guess that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. What is this for? So this is going to be the boa constrictor and yellow anaconda. Maybe I'll do the... Maybe I'll do this actually. So we'll do the boa constrictor, yellow anaconda, and these two. And then for these two, I'll do the iguanas will go right there. Let me kind of delete all of this. Yeah, so snakes, iguanas, and then right here I can do the tree frogs, the 3 frogs. Okay, cool. And that should be a bit better on the spacing. I think that should work. And then the spiders right there. I need to do... Yeah, so spiders, and then beetles, and then leaf insect and land snail. Cool. Okay. Yes, I'm good. Yeah, because there's the 4 spiders. Okay, I had a weird moment where I thought I miscounted. We are all good. I might actually place the pathway next, just so I can make sure all the exhibits like fit properly on the pathways. And then I did say I wanted to look at the actual kind of pathway I'm using, because I want to cover it in some sort of construction piece. I don't want to use like the basic pathways in the game. I want to cover it with some sort of like stone pathway. Question is like trying to figure out which piece would work. I just don't want like the same material for the floor as the walls. I could do like a mud. I can always like recolor this. My problem with the mud though is it always causes like little gaps in between like each piece. It always causes like little gaps like that, which is very annoying to deal with. Plaster is always an option. Sandstone flooring, I think I can the color of that. I cannot, never mind. Snow block flooring? No. Stained wood, no. There's the temple flooring I'm currently using. Stone bricks might be nice, actually. Although these kind of look a little more chiseled and like, they don't really look kind of abandoned temple. Twilight mason work could be nice, but the bricks don't really match. I guess I don't have any more selections after that. Just kind of like temple wall flooring. And the painted version is the exact same, so it's not much variance in that. Alright, well I'm not really sure what else I could use. I don't think any of these like rustic or like dry stone flooring would look good. It looks a little too like modern, you know? Like this looks too modern, concrete's too modern. I could do bamboo flooring, but that wouldn't really fit. Arctic wood wouldn't fit either. Bricks wouldn't fit. Okay, well I guess we'll just do stone bricks. I just hope it's not too plain looking. I mean, if I really want to, I could just do concrete. Just like that, but the color I don't love. I'll go like a little darker with. Yeah, does this look better or worse than the temple wall floors? I just think the temple wall floors, like, they just fit in so much better, but my concern is that they just, it's too much the same pattern over and over again. No, because that just seems like it doesn't matter. It seems too out of place now. I want the whole thing to feel like an actual temple, not this just looks too artificial for me. Back to the temple flooring. I do wish you could have like a mossy effect for the temple flooring. Like, I don't know if I can change the color or if there's like, with the painted ones, I can give like a kind of more worn down mossy color, but unfortunately I can't. I can always do like a darker stone for like the flooring. I'll stick with what I have. I think I should. Okay. Now I need to grab all that, split it from the group, move it up in the air, and then put the pathway down and move this back. Probably an easier way to do this, but I tend to do the things the hard way because I just don't like take the time to learn things. It was kind of a funny thing to say, but okay. Move it out of the way. That. And then I'll go in with pathways. Be like whatever asphalt pathways. No railing, no curb. Okay, hopefully this like actually works and the pathway looks good and fits and all that. Really hoping this turns out. Because I know pathways are always a struggle, especially when you have larger structures like this, trying to get everything to line up properly. I think I should just be able to use the grid for all of this and then just lower the flooring and be good to go. I don't think there should be any like really major complication. This building isn't really that crazy. And I don't think there's any points where like the staff or like guests could really walk through walls or kind of glitch out in their pathfinding. I will say one thing for this game. I wish you could have like entrance and exit signs that kind of work the same way as the security barriers, where with this sign only guests can come from like that angle, and then with this sign only guests can like exit from this angle, so you can like kind of control, yeah, like one-way pass. Exactly, that could also work as well, where the passer kind of force guests to like walk in one direction and not like go backwards, because like if you have people coming in from this way and then coming from this way, it kind of causes like traffic jams. So have like an actual like proper entrance and exit people have been asking for. I'd imagine so. It seems like a pretty crucial thing for kind of like, you know, guest management. You know what's funny too is like I'm pretty sure Planet Coaster removed the like barriers. Like they have Planet Coaster 2 has these barriers in the game, but they don't actually block like guests. So they removed the function behind these barriers where it actually like stops guests from moving past them, but they still have them in the game. But I mean, I haven't played Planet Coaster 2 since it like first came out, but I had some major issues with like guest pathing and like maneuvering around the park. They would like all congregate in like one pathway and just cause like horrendous traffic jams and like all kind of mob one area. It was very unfortunate. So hopefully they fixed it from now. I know they've been making some good updates to that game. I just haven't really had the desire to get back into it. Hasn't really been much interest. It doesn't want to do... Oh, there's pathway here. Interesting. Oh, because I guess it wants to like do auto pathways once I place the exhibit houses. Boop, boop, boop. Oh yeah, power. Maybe we'll kind of add, like a little power room back here. Try to find some place to that. Well, actually, the thing is, I need power for this whole building as well. Like all of these buildings, which currently don't have power yet. So I do need to figure that out at some point. Maybe I can do like one transformer and just cover this entire area. Oh no, that does have power. That's right, I did add it. Does that have a negative effect though? Oh, it does, but it sucks. I hate this. This is such a stupid system. I'm glad they removed it in Planet Coaster. That kind of negative effect, because there's no reason a guest should be worried about a transformer in the back of like an actual building. That's crazy. Can I just like turn that off? I should be able to, right? Guest settings. Enable guest happiness. You really want to have to power everything? There's a setting. I want it because I want my suit to be like functioning as like a personal challenge, but I can just turn that off. Like I want to keep them just because like it kind of just is another thing to think about and like build and like add to the structures. And I like kind of doing like little electrical rooms, but I can just turn off so there's no negative effect from them. That works as well. And then I can just place them wherever I want. Like I could do like a transformer. Maybe like a transformer and like a little water. But can't be indoors? Yeah, I think I always just use the transformers. Like I think I've used the solar panels and wind turbines like once. And then just like always stuck with transformers. I don't know, just kind of like me being weird quirks. Sometimes I don't know why I do the things I do. Okay, well, this connects nicely. There we go, perfect. I kind of want to see like the size of this. Oh, I can't duplicate it, but I want to see the size of this compared to like the other buildings. Like kind of put them lined up. It's almost like just this entire front section as big as the other exhibit house. It's almost like almost double in size. Not quite, but almost there. Let's see that. That works. Go back to I do need to be careful not to have that glitch through like that. I will need to move some of these walls. Need to fix this as make sure none of this is like poking through on the side. Because that'll kind of impact like any paneling I do for the actual exhibits. That should be fine on that side, right? If it pokes through. I think that should be okay. I don't mind that too much. It's gonna look a little weird, but I guess like on all of these I have like an actual kind of wall around it. Not just like up against the wall. But I don't know if I want to go any bigger with the building. I could just like double it up like that and just move that out one. You know, maybe I'll do it. It looks better than having that kind of black panel like poke through. And it kind of gives like the temple a little more like texture and depth. It's not all just like so flat. So. Weird. Look at that. Though it like moves the bricks a little bit on that wall. Whenever I put like another wall against it, it like shifts the bricks over a little bit. Kind of funky. Okay, that's looking good. I think I'm good to go on all of these. I think they're all looking good. Yeah, so we just have like one kind of weird corner right there, and then that flat section. That's fine, no problem. Okay, let's get the exhibit animals in and start that going, so I can just knock that all out. Let's do boa constrictors first. So they are probably groups of 2, male and female. Oh, also one more thing before I forget. Let me just do this now because it'll be easier to do in the beginning instead towards the end. But I want to put in all of these like little whatchamacallits, these little education boards. I have no idea why that curves that one. Yeah, it curves them all. Align to surface. Oh, there we go. And then I actually want to do one more thing too. I don't know if I'm going to do like full glass on all of these or if I want to do like some sort of window. Like I did over in this habitat in here, I feel like most of the kind of smaller exhibits I see in zoos, you're looking through a window, not like a just massive piece of glass. Let me kind of show an example of it. Like instead of doing like a whole entire glass like open area like that, you have like some sort of circular or square window to look into the unit from. So I might do that instead because I kind of like that idea more. Maybe some of them will be open and some of them will be like fully enclosed. I guess we'll put the animals in first and then I can kind of see like what would look good and what would not look good with like an extra wall in front of it. Okay, let's do boa constrictor. Get a male and okay, and then I will want to do like all the walls. Get in their tropical plants. Good. A little too many. Where is? Oh, it's back in that corner. I'm gonna do like 2 front lamps. Actually, do I want to like move this? I kind of like the water right there. That maybe with the other habitat, maybe it has water as well. And I kind of like combined those two together. Although I don't know if it's good to have snakes like see each other that are not like supposed to be together. Love him like kind of climbing up that vine like that, with that bamboo shoot. That's so cool. Okay, they won 73 to 88 degrees. So like, we'll do the 3D facades because those are amazing. Looking good. Oh, we can get some population control in, and then for cash. So that's good. I got that done. Next is yellow anaconda. I always like hate in this game where it's like, I guess I shouldn't say hate, that's kind of a strong word, but like in real life, you know, anacondas, for example, like how this social need text states it, where it's like they rarely encounter each other except when male search to like mate with. But in this zoo, I'm going to throw two of them together in like a tiny space. Like it just kind of feels like bad in a way. But I guess if you want them to kind of like last a long time, but I guess I can also do like just remove animal aging in this zoo, like if I don't want them to die. But it always seems very weird to me where it's like they don't do this in the wild, but we're gonna shove them together in a zoo and just kind of force them to be together. I know like a lot of zoos normally have like separate exhibits for like separate habitats for like the male and female. If they do have like a breeding pair of like animals, they kind of have like them separated. But I guess in this game, you just kind of throw them together and call it good. I guess I don't mind it that much in this game. Okay, there's the anacondas. Okay, so I guess it's the same layout. They do have like the water section. Yeah, I was thinking of like moving it against this wall so it kind of looks like the water is all like flowing together, but I don't know if that'd really look good. Maybe we'll just do like that shape. So it's like somewhat together. Good. What was the temperature looking? Need to lower that just a little bit. We'll do 79, should be fine. And then raise the humidity up to 80 to 90, like 85. And then add the facades. I need to delete that one wall. Okay. I will need to figure out how to kind of close that gap. So I'm probably going to need to do some sort of like front facing thing to cover up these, but I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. You know what's funny? Another kind of like just random, unnecessary thought, but I'm selling these for cash even though I have unlimited money. When I could be like releasing them to the wild, but it's all just video game nonsense. Very silly how serious we take some games. Where it's like I should release them to the wild. I need to release these pixels to the wild, not just sell them for cash. And it's like, why do I care so much about like video game code? I guess sometimes the more you care, like the more impactful it is and the more enjoyable it can be. You did the same thing? Yeah, no, it's a very silly thing where it's like, why do I care about like meaningless stuff? Like I never I never try to go for efficiency. I always try to like role play or like do things from a more realistic perspective I don't usually try to like meta game stuff or like go for straight efficiency. I always like try to do like realism and role play and try to like be like the good guy per se. But it is very funny where it's like I care about like unnecessary things. Yeah. It was like a very silly like little quirk. It's like why does it matter to me? It's just like it doesn't matter. It doesn't impact the game. It just kind of impacts my happiness. But I guess that's like how you're supposed to play video games. It's like just play to kind of impact your happiness and not whatever the most optimal way is. Yeah, making sure every animal's happy. I know, like when I first started playing, like that was like my goal of this game was like every animal had to be like as happy as possible and like make sure all of their like environmental needs were perfect. But I will say I kind of got to a point where I was like, okay, like I kind of care more about like making nice habitats and not like trying to you know, balance like their actual like nature needs. So I kind of turned that off. But I used to be like I had to use like the right like I had to use the right plants. I could only use a certain amount to what they wanted. And like I think putting so much restrictions on myself was it was fun, like it was a nice challenge, but I kind of just wanted to like decorate in a more free environment. Feeding animals to sharks in Zoo Tycoon. Yeah, or feeding people to sharks. I never did that. Like I was never like a crazy person in those games. I could never like release the animals and like do wild stuff. I was always like the good guy. Like had to do things right. Was it just two of these? I guess I didn't really check. Yeah, just two. Okay. I guess I'm so used to just selling these for cash that I just kind of always default to that because that's what I do in like actual games. I just sell for cash. Always a good. I know I am. Except when I play like Skyrim, then I'm always like Dark Brotherhood, like assassin. But even then, like I don't like being the bad guy. Like I don't like killing random people. I just like the Dark Brotherhood quests. But no, whenever I play video games, like I have to be the good guy. I have to be like always choosing the right options and like always doing the right thing. I'm not good at being bad. It hurts me like even though it's like again like it's what like we were just talking about where even though it's just like code and pixels like I feel bad for NPCs that like you torment and do bad stuff to. Like I feel bad for like the NPCs that you're not good to. And I know that's so crazy because again, like I said, it's just pixels. It's meaningless, but it makes me feel bad. I can't help it. 'Gotta do the right thing. Except when you're Dark Brotherhood. Then you can do whatever they tell you, but anything else, gotta be the good guy. 79 to 88. Alright. Humidity needs to drop down a little bit to like 6. Was this good? Did I do the... No, I did not. Oh, no, it is decreasing. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot to do like your own custom backgrounds. Like you can do like these kind of fake stuff. You can like put your own images. Okay. Okay, so we have 4 down. We have like 11 more to go. Making slow progress. Slowly but surely. Okay, so now it's all the frogs. Golden frog. 4 to 7. So let's do 3 males, 4 females. Did we get just 1? 3, 4. Oops. What just happened there? 1. Okay, I need 1 more female and 1 more male. 7 total. You'll go right. There's some leaf litter. These guys are like so small. It's like almost impossible to see them. But I do love when they stick on the glass. You can see them like their little bellies. They are very cute, I will say. They look like a cute little frog. Frogs are great. Look at him. Oh, he's so happy. Oh, look at that. So lovely. Little frog friend. Are they like and very human. Looks like 90. Yeah, I love it when frogs kind of like splat up against the glass of like a tank or something. And you can kind of like see them, like see their bellies. Very cute. Okay. Population control. Again, I'm just gonna sell it. It's fine. What's next? The layman? I don't know how to pronounce that. 1 to 6. Let's do 4 males, 2 females. Or sorry, 4 females, 2 males. I want to try to change these so they're not always like the same layout. A little bit different. I don't want to block like too much of the view is the problem. I don't really know which misters do what. I don't really know like where these are at. That's looking good. Last one. Oh wait, no. Oh no. Oh no! Wait, what happened? Oh no! I deleted by accident and removed the animals from it. That really sucks. That's a terrible thing. All that progress gone now. Oh, and it like reset all of my settings too. Oh, I thought I would just be able to go back and that. Oh, that's tough. That's cool. Okay. Well, this one's good now. Okay, well, note to self, don't accidentally delete these or you'll lose all that progress even if you try to go back or like undo. Good lesson to learn. And the last one is the red-eyed tree frog. Are very iconic. I feel like these guys are amazing looking. 1 to 5, let's do 3 females, 2 males. Buffer cat. Any temperature, right? Yeah. Okay, that's good for the frogs. Next is the spiders. Let's do... We have the wandering spider, the Goliath bird eater, and then both tarantulas. Go with the tarantulas first. The pink tarantula is 1 to 6. Yeah, see, it says like, oh, I guess like exhibits are large enough to support a small population. Aggressive if too close together terrarium. We'll do, what was it, 6? Yes. We'll do 4 females, 2 males, maybe? These are expensive. I'm just gonna place them all right now and then kind of go through and do everything. The next is the what did I just buy? what did I buy? I already forgot. Oh yeah, pink tarantulas. Okay, I need the red knee one. This is 1 to 5. I guess we'll do 2. All right, next is the wandering spider. 1 to 6. And then last but not least is the Goliath bird eater, which is 1 to 3. I'll do 1 male, 2 female. These guys are like really big, right? I don't know if I can see them. Oh, I guess they're not crazy big. I don't really know how that compares like an actual human sizes. I mean, something called a bird eater probably is very large. I wonder if they probably do actually eat like small birds. Okay, good humidity, but needs temperature. There's one that's 12 inches across, so about like a foot in size. That's kind of crazy. Honestly, though, I feel like a bigger spider is like less scary than a smaller spider. Like, I feel like I'd be less scared of that than, like, a black widow crawling on me. Like, I feel like the bigger something is, like, the less scary it could be. If that makes sense at all? Like, it doesn't seem as intimidating as, like, a little spider you can't really see that's, like, crawling on you. Could just be me, though. I mean, they're all terrifying to a certain extent. I don't usually mind spiders that much. Sometimes, like, the feeling of stuff crawling on you. I don't know if I did that. Yeah, this. Oh yeah, I need to change the little education board. Alright, and then the Goliath fight. This is a lot of exhibits. This is probably more exhibits than I've ever had, like, in one zoo. This is a crazy amount. I love it though. This is gonna be super cool once I finish it. I have high hopes for this area. All right. There should be 4 left, which are these. So we have done the snakes. I've done the frogs. I've done the iguanas. I've done all 4 spiders. So I need Titan beetle, Goliath beetle, and then leaf insect and land snail. Let's go Titan beetle first. Titan. 1 to 7. Its determination to find a mate to reproduce may result in a lot of activity. I love that. Its determination to find a mate to reproduce may result in a lot of activity. That's so silly. All right, I think it was 7, right? We'll do 3 males, 4 females. And then next is the Goliath beetle. There's Goliath frog, Goliath bird eater, and Goliath beetle. I guess people just like Goliath. I could do an even ratio of these guys. Or I guess I could go 5 and 3 maybe. I guess like always nice to have a little more females in there. Okay, and then leaf insect. Which I just, like, stuff like this boggles my mind. Like how an animal, like, you know, evolves to replicate like a leaf or like a twig or have camouflage. Like it just, I don't know, just the world is crazy. Life is crazy to come up with stuff like this, where it's like an animal perceived an object and then like made themselves look like that object through like camouflage and years of evolution, and it blows my mind. It's crazy. Yeah, they act like them too. Yeah, they can like behave like leaves. It's just thing that like always crazes me, like, yeah, like how do they know? But it's something like octopus who can camouflage themselves. It's like, how do you see a color and then become that color? Like how do you, like, what in your brain and body can like take a color and then like replicate that? It's like unbelievable. It almost just seems like otherworldly and like alien. I have no idea. Oh, hello Ken. Welcome everybody. Welcome. I hope you had a lovely stream. Hello everybody. We were talking about how crazy leaf insects are and how nature just does insane stuff like this. But I'm currently working on a like kind of temple ruins style exhibit house. So we'll have a whole load of little exhibits and then a dwarf caiman habitat in the center. But this is like the next exhibit house in my zoo. So kind of moving on from like more city architecture into the jungle, kind of South American jungle style. Yeah, they were crazy. I'm just like, I'm so just like blown away by how some sort of creature was able to like see an object and then like evolve to replicate that like object and its behavior, and it blows my mind. And then I was also talking about like octopus and how they can like camouflage themselves and like change their color. Same with like chameleons as well. It's just like how can an animal like see a color and then become that color? Like how? It just seems very like alien and like otherworldly to me. I have no idea how like that's possible in any capacity, but it's, yeah, it blows my mind. But okay, I need 8 of these guys. I think I'll do like maybe 5 males and then, or sorry, 4 males, or sorry, good lord. Wow, let me take that again. 5 females, 3 males. There we go. If I believe hard enough, I could do it. I wish I could camouflage and just like see a color and become that color. Like camouflage myself. Although I would probably need to be naked for it to like actually have an effect. Because if you wear clothes, it's same thing with like invisibility. Like if you can turn invisible, can you also turn your clothes invisible? Or do you have to like walk around naked? Like if you could change your skin to like camouflage into like the environment, you're still wearing clothes though. So you can't change your clothes color. Unless you had like some ability where you could also change like things attached to your body, which that's a little too unrealistic. It's very silly, but all right, let's do wood. Okay. So we'll do 3 males, and then I need 3 more females. I'm just kind of buying whatever. I haven't actually seen these in the game yet. I haven't had any leaf insects. What do you think they look like? Oh, they look like a leaf. Big surprise. Look at that. They're so crazy looking. They even have like the kind of like decaying part of the leaves, like the brown bits in the very back. Like how do you do that? How do you like figure that out and make your body do that? Like I need to like learn more about them and like watch a video or something. And like see it and figure out how they like evolved to that point. It's bending light probably, so I think if you bend it around you. Okay, so it's like you're bending the light around you, not like actually changing your like skin. in a way. You're not like changing your skin to like be invisible. You're changing the light around you to like not show you. I guess. That'd make more sense then. So many cool camouflage species. I know, it's so crazy, like the whole field of study on like how animals escape from predators. Like it's crazy like how much like protective measures are out there for certain animals. And then last but not least is the tiger snail. Or I should say the giant tiger land snail. Was it a group of 5 or 6? We'll have 2 females, we'll have 4. Or, yeah, we'll have 4 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. I have not had these in the zoo yet. I love this enclosure though. Oh, like all over the glass, amazing. I had snails in a fish tank a long time ago. Just like the little, oh, what were they called? I can't think of the name of them. Can I think of the name of these snails? They were like the bigger shape. It wasn't the trumpet snails, no. Oh, it was the mystery snails. That's right, the mystery snails. I had a whole bunch of those in my aquarium like a long time ago, and they're just so much fun to watch because like they're so just like grotesque and weird, and like watching them kind of move along the glass and like eat algae and like just kind of taste everything and like their eyes, and they would like lay eggs everywhere. It was just like very funky, but they're just so fascinating to watch, like them just like, you know, hang around everywhere. Yeah, like platypus have like, they're like mammals because they lay eggs. Don't they have like webbed feet? There's like amalgamation of like multiple different animals, like some sort of like science experiment gone wrong. They're a weird one for sure. Yeah, what do you guys like? You like 73 to 97, and then they get less human. They're like 50. Yeah, there's a lot of just like mind-blowing, like insane animals out there. I remember reading about like one animal, I think it was on like Reddit, where like it doesn't breathe oxygen. I think it was like some sort of like parasite. Yeah, it lives in like it's like a parasite that doesn't require oxygen. The first animal is like, I can't even begin to pronounce this. I'm just gonna put it in chat, and you guys can like pronounce that. But it doesn't need oxygen. Like the first animal to like not discovered to like not need oxygen, and it infects salmon. I guess it's like a relative of like jellyfish and coral, and has evolved to no longer rely on oxygen for energy production. Which is crazy to me. Like it just kind of goes against like the natural science of the world and like what we kind of like deem as like normal. Is Plunko venomous? No, I'm poisonous. So if you eat me, you'll get sick, but I can't spread my poison though. Yeah, just don't just don't eat me. But no, I'm not venomous. That'd be cool though if I had like venom powers. Bone apple teeth. That sounds horrific. I know you're trying to say bone apple teeth, but bone apple teeth sounds like some sort of like witch's potion. Like you're gonna add like bones, apples, and teeth to a cauldron. Some horrendous thing. That's the joke. I get the joke. I get it. Get it. Um, there's another animal. Um, there was like another worm that I remember like reading about a long time ago. That looked just horrific. I think there's a lot of like just scary worms out there. Like not like traditional um like earthworms, but kind of like those like saltwater like bristle worms and like hammerhead worms that just look like nightmare fuel. Um Whenever I like research about like saltwater aquariums because I want to have one, um I always hear like horror stories about people finding like bristle worms or like hammer worms like in their aquariums. Yeah, the bobbit worms. Oh my god, those things. Yes, don't look those up unless you want to like not sleep. They look like some sort of like alien monster. But yeah, I remember like hearing stories about like bobbit worms, and just like how like horrific they are. I think they're like poisonous too, like their scales, or like they bite, and they can grow to be like super long and just like eat everything. If I was a worm, wait, if we were a worm, I'd love that. I'd stream for worms. I'd have a worm audience. Huh? You guys can be my worm viewers. I'd be a friend to the worms. Worms are very important for the ecosystem. Would you guys watch me if I was still a worm? I think I talked about this before as like a joke. If I was like a worm VTuber, which is an actual thing. I think we looked it up and there are actual like worm VTubers. This is very silly. Kind of remove some of the plants so it's like a little easier to see. I could become the bobbit worm VTuber and just terrify everybody. When you enter my worm era, you're leaving? Oh my god, I can't believe it. You'd leave me if I was a worm. Honestly, I did think about becoming a VTuber. Like, I like seriously thought about becoming like a VTuber. I normally have my camera on, by the way, but my stream light isn't working, and I just don't have good lighting in my room, and I just said, you know what? Today, let's try no camera. I think it's a sign. I'm gonna try to get my light to work after the stream, so it should be good by tomorrow, but it connects to my computer, and it was having issues like connecting because everything nowadays like is not simple. It has to like connect to Wi-Fi, and I couldn't get the light to connect to like operate it from my PC, and it was just the whole thing. No camera today, but I get fixed for tomorrow. But yeah, I have actually like seriously thought about becoming like a VTuber, like like taking my little plunk icon and like turning that into a VTuber. But I have no idea how to make him like 3D. But I guess I could be like a PNG VTuber until I find somebody who could like make a 3D plunk, little plunk guy. I don't know. I do like streaming in person though, because then I can show off my cat, which I guess is why people watch me. Okay, I think that is the last that is the last exhibit. I think we're all good now. So the Titan Beetle aren't super expensive. Yeah, that's like much easier to do than like a full like 3D model with rigging. Okay, so kind of walk through them all. We have the boa constrictor, which I love. seeing them kind of wrapped around that bamboo shoot right there. Amazing, so cool. Over here we have, I believe, anacondas in this very dense jungle. One kind of like hidden back there, I think. Maybe one more somewhere, but I don't know. There's one. Is it probably in a tree, maybe? Do anacondas go up in trees? I think they're too big for that. Huh. On the other one. It was like a game of I Spy in these exhibits, like trying to find the like animals. A fun little session of like I Spy. Oh, there he is, up on the bamboo shoot. Okay, that's amazing. So we can climb. I guess I always think of like anacondas as like 20 feet long and like fat and just sitting on the floor. When close they bite, they do much more than that. They will strangle you and then eat you whole. All right, and here is the green iguana. There should be two of them in here. There's one kind of in the water right there. I feel like they need a bigger habitat. I feel like this exhibit is a little too small for iguana. I can't remove the good time you want to be strangled. Ugh, you know what? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Just do it in the privacy of your own home. Here's another one. I guess they're both looking up against this wall right now. Silly. Over here is the Lesser Antillean iguana. A very interesting name to call something. Lesser. Like, hey, let's just call you Lesser. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Over here is the golden poison dart frogs, which are very cute. I love seeing them on the walls like that. There was one like over here that looked very happy. He probably moved though. Look at this little guy. Aw, look how cute he is. Look, little guys. I would love to have like some pet frogs. I remember like as a kid, like there were these pet frogs at the pet store that like literally just like sat in the same position like all day. They never moved. They're just like, I think it was like a tomato frog. But there's like certain frogs that just like sit there all day. No, it probably wasn't a tomato frog, not something different. But it's like these like fat frogs that were just like, they're not Walmart. These were like actual like personal owned pet stores, not like Walmart. But they're like these just giant frogs that would just like sit in the same spot all day. Like every time you go to the pet store, just like in the same spot, and you would eat like, every once in a while, still there. Yeah, these are kind of like local owned pet stores, and then they all left because Petco came in, and you can't compete with that. This is the layman's poison dart frog. These little kind of black and orange guys, very cute. And then over here we have the iconic red-eyed tree frog. These little guys, these very fun colors, and like the very kind of like long bodies, like a very fun shape. Very weird. They're not like plump and circular as the other frogs. They're, like very long. Moving on this way is like the little spider area, little spider cave. So I have the Brazilian salmon pink tarantula. If not friend, why friend shaped? Or snapped? Shaped? Is this friend shaped? I feel like spiders are not friend shaped. I feel like they're creepy. There's one tarantula. I know like tarantulas are like big pets too. Or like spider keepers. Like tarantulas are very common. This is very cool with the fun colors. That kind of orange. His legs. This is the red knee, Mexican red knee tarantula. Over here is the Brazilian wandering spider. Where he's going, I have no idea. He's just wandering around. We're in here. A little hard to find. Oh, they're right there. There's one right there. Yeah. And also one on the tree trunk. They got some like terrifying like faces. I feel like out of all the spiders in this game, like these are the most terrifying. That kind of face and those like long legs. And then over here are the Goliath bird eater. Where they're at. Three? No. You can just click on this and then find them. There we go. There's one of them. I had 4 wall breaks for you. Zoom in on them. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. These guys kind of seem like old men. I don't know. I get like mustache vibes, like some big bushy mustache right there. Whenever I look at these guys, I don't know if anybody else sees that. Maybe I'm just kind of a little crazy, but like a big like bushy mustache. Okay, moving on. We have the Titan beetle. He's just I didn't realize how big they were. Crazy. We have these giant Titan beetles. Whenever I think of beetles like this, I always think of Animal Crossing. Because you have like all the big like Goliath beetles in Animal Crossing you can catch for like money. It's like one of the best ways to make money in that game. So I just have like fond memories of like staying up late as a kid and catching beetles at night because they only showed up at night, so you have to like wait. Very cool. But there is Titan beetles. Over here, I think it's Goliath beetles, like the kind of more colorful ones, like the white and black, and then like reddish orange. These are very cool too. And then this is leaf insects, like we talked about earlier. The crazy leaf insects with their like very funny eyes. And then last but not least, we have the giant snails, which are horrifying. Very creepy. There's one animal I didn't add, which is the like one tropical animal, which is the giant centipede. I hate these. Never gonna add these in this game. Never gonna have them. I hate centipedes. They're terrifying. No thanks. Never in my zoo. Just burn them all. They don't deserve to be alive. That's a terrible thing to say, but no, they scare me, so not gonna have any of these in the zoo. And also, I didn't do this giant forest scorpion either. I skipped them and the Goliath frog. Pretty much got everything else for in terms of like kind of smaller, like bugs and arachnids. In person, I probably have maybe. I don't remember though. I've probably seen them in a zoo at some point, but never. I've seen like the very smaller ones, like the very baby ones are fine. I don't care so much about those. It's more so like the bigger giant centipedes. I'm terrified of. Or the walkthrough exhibit. I don't have any walkthrough exhibits yet. I kind of skipped that for those, but I want to do like the sloths are always very fun. But there aren't any walkthrough exhibits in this location. It's all just kind of indoor stuff. And then also the dwarf caiman. So like right here is where the dwarf caiman will go. Like a little pool of water and then some land. And throw them right. That'll be up like the temple area. Like a very weird contrast seeing the giant temple and then like the rest of these buildings. But I'm gonna kind of fill all this in with jungle and kind of like hide these like in the trees. They're not like as open and noticeable. I'm just trying to tuck them in, a little hidden and secluded. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it there for today. But I'll be back tomorrow for more Planet Zoo, and I'll probably start off with the caiman, the dwarf caiman habitat, and get that going, and finish that. Then continue working on the rest of the habitat. Yeah, I'm getting hungry, and also I want to watch Andor because it's a season finale of Andor, and that's all I can think about, and I love it TV show. So that is what I'm gonna do. But I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. I hope you all enjoyed today. Be safe. What does that mean? Be safe. I'm always safe. I'm always doing safe stuff. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I hope you all enjoy this your night. And I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.